For most, coins are just spare change. They pass through hands, forgotten, lost in time. But to a hunter, every roll holds its secret. A chance to uncover history, to find the silver hidden beneath the ordinary. Some search for years. Others never even know what they held. But for those who hunt, every roll is a new legend waiting to be told.
Oh yeah, it did. Fuck yeah, it did. Here we go, baby. Oh, here we go, baby. Here we go, baby. Oh, let's get these tunes fucking going. Oh, Danny rolls. Here we go. What's that? No shit. Tell me. Whoa. No. No fucking way. We fucking got two. Oh shit, we got silver. We got silver in the house. Oh shit, what the fuck is that? Oh, what is that? 41, no doubt. More silver, let's go! 1955, original Queen Victoria. That's 2 silver for the roll. Let's keep going. Whoa, okay, here we go. We got some fucking action. We got a 1940, here we go. This one is, there we go, King George, fuck yeah. Here we go, first silver, 1945 King George, let's go. 1945 King George, let's keep going through. 68, that, ooh, unlocked a little painting to it. This might be the first one. This might be the first one. Come on, don't pick that up. Oh, we got silver in the house. Holy moly, the first one. Looks like every other fucking beauty. Let's just get that going. Let's just figure this out. Let's figure it out. Sweet, that's way too loud for me. Perfect. I think that's what I want. That's what I want. What audio do I got on here? We're good. Okay. So, we got ourselves a little bit of a nickel dump on our hands. I think. It'd be remarkable if only the first half of the box had all 4, 5, 6. Oh, what happened? Hey Maple Leaf, how's it going? My stream just dropped on Twitch. I don't know how worried about it I am. Yeah, I'll be back in a second. That's better. Yeah, no problem. Just halfway through this box here, I streamed the first half with my daughter and I realized it was very good. So I had to do the second half immediately. I'll be doing this for a while though, so if you come back, if you want to hang out, I'll be here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 13, 16, 18, 20, 28, 31, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 62 American nickel so far, 63 with the silver that I got. Let's just move this a little bit. $63. Nickel now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 31. The oldest being 1927 through 30. Okay. There we go. Now we're set. I am back. How's it going? It's gonna be a little bit more serious now. Focused on the hunt. My daughter was very excited to get on YouTube, and she definitely loves the stardom. But there's serious matters at hand right now. We gotta get through the rest of this box. I was gonna do quarters and dimes, but the plans have changed. Let's throw this guy under here. Awesome. Couple King Georges over there. Okay. So we got for rolls. There's plenty more plastic rolls. At least 10. Yeah, we got about half a box here. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, it's her first time doing nickels. Still doing dimes is what I usually do with her, and she just loves doing the magnet test the whole time. So that goes pretty quickly. But in order to do nickels, you gotta be thorough. ...2005 commemorative. They said if I find anything, they want me to holler loudly, so they can hear. They're not sleeping yet. Love how they're all into it now. Even got the whole family on board. They're all watching me supporting the stream and stuff, which is funny. Love the support. One nickel on that roll. I'm worried my daughter handpicked all the good rolls with the luck she had and left me with all the bad ones. Got a beer now. I don't know if I should get in the... I know the plastic ones were good. I don't know if I should get into those right away. I'll try to just work my way to the side. The majority of them will be kind of later on. $94. Turn down this YouTube tracks a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, Brent BWJM wants to hang out for a little bit and voice chat while I hunt these nickels, so I'm gonna hop in there in just a sec. Get over there. Let's check this up. Chat. There we go. I think I did it right. Just give me 1 second here. Go ahead. Hey, I can hear you now. How are you doing? Good. Just getting through these nickels that I started hunting earlier with my daughter, and it looks like 2 weekends in a row, separate daughters, but I got like 2 separate collection dumps from different branches on my hands. This one I think is significantly better than the last one. I don't know if you caught any of the last stream, but she ended up finding a silver war nickel. Yeah, as well as 4 King George V, all in sequential order, 26 through 30. Yeah. So like, I'm totally expecting, because there's more of these rolls, that I might get like the whole King George annual set, which would be crazy. There's a few I'm missing. Yeah. I haven't hunted a box in like a week, and it's a great one to hunt. I picked up some ARP boxes during the week. So they were unhuntable. It's either I get a very good box or I get something that's like totally not even worth my time. Okay. Okay. Oh, I don't have your audio in the stream yet. I just need to click a couple buttons. You don't mind going on the stream, right? Okay, I'll make sure. It probably doesn't make sense for everyone listening. Whoever is listening. There's only a couple people. Right, yeah. Who is this guy? Not very coherent. I think maybe if I just put it into pop-out. How did we do this last time? Discord is so confusing. Did I pop this out last time? No, it's not working. This might be it now. Try speaking.
Hello.
There, now you're involved. Okay.
Yay!
Hi,
everybody.
Glad I figured that out soon, because it would have been a really awkward stream. I'm getting better. Gotta remember to search for that stuff. I think the one stream I didn't have, it was the battle I did with Fervid, and I didn't have his camera on until like the very end. So
nice.
There's like a checklist I need to go through, I guess, when I stream. Okay. So where were we? What were you hunting?
About or what we were hunting quarters.
Oh, okay, cool.
We had 2 boxes of quarters that we were going through. I think we had about a half dozen people there, give or take a little bit.
Nice.
Maybe 8, I think.
Nice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 8, and then I think one other guy came in late, but he wasn't really part of the group.
Cool.
So yeah, we went through 2 boxes of quarters, and like I said, there were a couple of US coins in there, nothing major.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 or 5 at most. And no silver, no proofs or specimens or anything crazy like that. Just a bunch of commemoratives and the years that people were picking out for collections.
Was it just like a branch box, or was it like stamped from anything?
No, it was just they were just random branch boxes.
Oh, okay.
I think the one that I had, they were all the same kind of rolls.
Okay.
But they didn't appear to have any markings on or anything like that.
That'd be fun. Fervid, I think he mentioned that you ended up getting some of his rolls as well.
Yeah, it was crazy. I went to the bank early this week, and I wanted to get a box of quarters, and I got it, and I opened it up to have a quick look. Like, easily 2/3 of them were all marked with little B's on them. I was like, oh, great, I know exactly where those came from.
Yeah.
Do you happen to have a second box there? Yeah, no problem. So I gave it back to her.
Yeah.
And she brought out a second box, and this time I didn't see any B's.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, that's good. So I get home, and just out of curiosity, I start picking a couple out and look at them. And I flip it over. Oh, crap, there's a B on the other end of these things.
That's so funny.
But thankfully, there were only 10 of them that had B's on them.
Okay. That's still...
So
yeah.
I ended up just searching the remaining rolls myself and then I turned it back in the next day for another box, and the third box was the one that we used at UW today.
Mm-hmm. Well, Fervid's definitely making his mark out there.
Oh God! Between the two of you guys go through piles of coins.
Man, when I went to go grab today, I thought it was going to be another good day, so I was like, I'll go hit all my good trading branches, and every branch only had my coins. Everything they had was marked by me. Yeah. I was like, oh, maybe I gotta switch this up a little bit. If I want the coins to move through the system faster, I will have to force dump on a couple branches. I don't want to do it, right? But depends on how quickly I want to go through all these coins.
Yeah.
Nickels.
Well, I mean, you should always have one branch that you never get coins from.
Right. Yeah.
And you always, use it exclusively for dumping.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, look at we got a dime stuck to this one here.
I'm not seeing anything. Are you sharing anything through Discord?
No. Do you want me to put my video through that way as well? I just have my stream going.
Yeah, if you could, because then I'd have it live.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Otherwise, if I go through YouTube, it's going to be delayed, right?
Yep. I think you should.
There we go.
Yeah.
So what do you get?
Oh, well, there's a dime stuck to this nickel here. This is a funky roll. It seemed like it was overfilled too. And this is actually one I want to keep, so I'm going to keep both of those. Throw that over there. There's one nickel. This is a very sticky roll. 2 American. 65. There's another nickel. 64 American. 3 and 3. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I feel this one was overfilled too.
I've never complained about that.
No. Yeah, so some branches I will kind of force dumps on. I always say like I want to dump these, but if you have boxes that are mine, I'd always trade them, right? So like what I've done is I just exhausted all my branches now. they've only all turned into dump branches. with that proposition that I like to make, right? But yeah, they're all just like, yeah, you went through all of our coins already, man. So I am working into some other institutions next week, and it'll just be kind of the way Fervid does it. So there'll be only my purchase banks, and I'll have to have just some pure dump banks because of it. So
yeah, that's always the way I operated. I always got a coin from a couple of branches and dumped it somewhere else.
I could, like, obviously that's the most effective way of moving it through and guaranteeing yourself like a good supply, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely.
I just hate
because the branches you get coin from, they're never going to get any of the stuff that you already had.
Exactly.
Unless it goes through the system and somehow manages to get back to that
makes
branch.
its way all the way around. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think, like, just comparatively for boxes that are ordered in my region, I have a way more likely chance. I think it's all location based, but I feel like if the boxes are ordered in for me, there's now like a large majority percentage of the time I'm gonna get an ARP box, just because I know that Brinks has a facility in Mississauga, I think. And then I think the Garda World one is close. I know Fervid's had boxes where they were from the same companies and they didn't go through the ARP system. They were just marked by them. So yeah,
Could just been in a box that was reused too.
Yeah, totally. I just feel like every one I get from Brinks or Garda World is ARP for sure. Like, they're all marked Brinks ARP, Garda World ARP, right? So sometimes they'll drop off good boxes, but I don't know. I don't know if there's ARP like in some type of like circulation branches as kind of like all, like, I don't know. They would be kind of more in like the major, the kind of the major hubs, I would feel. I don't know. It's just all intuition, right? But
Yeah, I'm slowly trying to piece together how the system works, but every time I think I have an idea of how it works, something goes and screws it all up.
Yeah, I actually talked to, because my one branch tells me if they order every day or every week, it's specific to a day. So they're like, come in on Wednesday early. You got to be early because they usually come midday and they come do their dumps or whatever they do, right? So I was not early. I came there at the exact same time Garter World was there. And I just like walked up to the guy and I was like, hey man. So I'm yeah, why not? I'm into coin collecting, and I just wanted to know if you knew how the ARP system worked or how it went about how you got your boxes. And he said all the boxes are pre-assigned from their distribution center. He just leaves with a certain set amount of boxes, and they go to specific to location. But he says, like, because I was convinced for a bit there was like a Brinks truck driver, just he knows about. I've been cocky and marking my boxes like with my mark, and then an ARP, because I've been kind of, yeah. And I know down somewhere at the end of the line there's some dude who's busting open that box and dumping it, you know, into the ARP machine, right? And he's like, this guy's taunting us. So in my mind, I was like, man, maybe like they're purposefully just giving me ARP boxes. I'm pretty sure when you put in orders specific to the to each branch, they tag the client on the order. Fervid said there was boxes ordered for him with his name on it. So
well, I think with his situation, and he can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the bank is ordering specifically for him. Whereas the bank generally doesn't bother with that.
Right.
They just order for their own needs.
Exactly.
Right? But when they order for him, I highly doubt that they put his name on the order.
He said
they just know that when they get this.
He said his name was stamped on it was stamped on the order. He saw like the invoice or whatever.
Oh really?
I wouldn't be surprised if they run it through like their system, the client is tagged on the specific order if they ordered it. If it's a branch order, they probably don't tag anyone on it. They might just tag branch specific or whatever, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if it might just be a PO, right? They might just, so they can tag the order, put it aside, and have it ready for the client to pick up, right? It might make it easier too. But I don't know. I don't know for sure, right? It's all speculation. We got Maple Leafs numismatics in the chat.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, he said he met a nice lady at the bank today. Yeah, I find it's hit or miss.
Oh, that's good. Did you get her number?
I actually, my interaction with the one teller that gave me the banknotes, I saw her today. She's like, yep, all your coins here, or all the coins here are yours. But she said we actually had a coin hunter come in, and he was looking for some coins, and I said, she's like, I told him that we already have a collector that comes in, and we give our coins to him. So like she's protecting my turf the same way like I've been rejected from branches like in my areas. It's so funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I was like, no, you're welcome to share them. I don't need any enemies, right? Like, I appreciate her doing that though.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, Metal Detecting said he's contemplating having his bank bring in some $50. Oh, that would be sweet. I don't know if I can order halves.
Where the heck are you gonna get halves?
Right, yeah. Maybe some
in the States you can, but you can't order them in Canada.
Not even like through the larger branches in like big cities and stuff like that.
Oh, they don't. They haven't made them for circulation in a long time.
It's been a while, eh? Oh, there's a 1960. Yeah. This is in good shape.
I don't think he's going to be able to order halves.
Wow, that's in really good shape. See the hair on her.
I mean, Metal Detecting Canada, if you can order 50-cent coins in Canada, definitely let us know later on. But I don't think you can. I don't think the banks can order that anymore.
Yeah, I haven't even asked. I just assumed they couldn't.
Maple Leaf says he was told off when he asked about 50 cents at another bank.
Oh.
Well, that's unfortunate. I hope they weren't too rude to you. But... I mean, I can totally see them saying, "Yeah, you can't have them. We're not allowed to give them out here," or something like that. You know, I get that story all the time.
The lady gave Maple Leaf a roll of silver dimes. That's wicked. That's a nice lady.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'll take the roll of silver dimes. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Very nice lady. Okay, so I got. I was expecting more to that. It was the first plastic one I went through, which all of the other good ones my daughter found were in the plastic rolls. So that was just the 12-sider there.
I hate plastic rolls.
Yeah.
Absolutely hate them. Somebody who shall remain nameless, but may be listening on YouTube, but right now I don't know, gave me some rolls of US coins today.
Ooh.
And they just told me a total, right? And I was like, that's fine, I trust whoever.
Yeah.
So I get home and I open up these rolls because I want to take them out of these darn plastic things and put them into paper rolls, right?
Yeah.
And I count out the coins that are in the rolls. These are US dimes, by the way.
Okay.
And there's 45. And I was like, dude, did you count these things before you put them in the rolls?
Oh.
And I was kind of half expecting to say, no, I mean, it just filled them up, right? $5.
Yeah.
But thankfully he said, yeah, there should be $4.50 in each roll. I was like, oh, okay, good. Okay. I'm glad you counted them because, yeah, they're not full.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
So we're all good. I did not get gypped.
Yeah.
You guys honest.
Okay. Yeah, I guess
Not
you
that I
can't.
had any doubt,
You can't really fit the full roll into the rolls, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the U.S. dimes and the U.S. quarters are thicker than the Canadian ones.
Okay.
So a full roll of the same number of coins is longer than the Canadian version.
Yeah. I noticed that with the quarters and the nickels for sure too. We got the one roll in here was all U.S. Nickels, and it was significantly taller. I didn't even count it to see if it was full. It was still taller though. Good thing it was this dumb bank, that he asked about the 50 cents for. Yeah. Okay. I'm really hoping that there's more of these King George V in here. I've pretty much been doing the oh, there's an American. All of the cardboard rolls so far, just one plastic. There's the 112-sider. 64 American. Was that 2017? Yeah. Another one. Another American.
You are sitting aside the Americans, right?
Yep, of course.
Oh, good. Just checking.
Yep. Yeah, it's about time I go and exchange it all at some point.
Yeah, I think I'm up to about, I'm gonna say $40 US.
40?
Cash right now.
Okay.
Yeah, about $40 Canadian. Not $40 Canadian. $40 in coin, US coin.
Okay.
I can make my words work properly.
Yeah, I've hunted.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I hear that. I've hunted a lot now. I've got almost a box of each denomination. I get a lot in this area.
Yeah, I can imagine you probably would.
Sometimes like 2 or 3 solid rolls in a box.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That is pretty good. Oh, especially when you get a local box, like from a transit company or something like that, probably loaded with that stuff.
Yeah. Well, the last battle there, I had what? It's close to $30, I think, or maybe just over even. Yeah, it was over $30 American in one box of quarters. That was another one of those Windsor Parking Authority boxes.
Yeah, yeah.
My silver streak has come to an end the last few boxes anyways, but when I put my yeah, I know. What is with that? When I put my daughter to bed, though, the last thing she said, I was closing the door, she's like, but Dad, Silver Streak's back on, and she did one of these. I was like, oh man. Kids are going to be more addicted than me. Okay, that one had an extra nickel.
Back in about a minute.
Yep, no worries. Okay, let's go. Hopefully there's some more of these King George V. We have, it looks like 10 plastic rolls or so I'm really hoping there's more of them. I saw the one ender on the way home, so I thought there's the one. Now that they're in multiple rolls, they're spread out over 2 rolls. I'm thinking that hopefully there's more. 72. American. There's 2. Brent just stepped out for a sec, but he's going to be right back, he said. Maple, Fervid said he got some mail from you, and there was a couple of coins in there for me. I don't know what they are yet, but I appreciate that, man. I'm excited to know what they are.
I am back,
Oh.
and I see Maple Leaf Newsnetics, your comment. You heard that I'm a member of CNS. What specifically is CNS? Are you referring to Calgary?
I'm not sure what that is.
I'm a member of multiple organizations. Calgary Numismatic Society. I am not a member of the Calgary Numismatic Society, but I have attended, at least virtually, several of their meetings over the last few years or so. And I think I've even given a presentation there once as well. But I am not a member of the Calgary Numismatic Society. They're a good club, though. If you're in the area, you should definitely be a member.
Oh, there's another rabbit nickel.
Oh.
The third one. This box. Maybe they're... I don't know. Maybe there's some more that aren't in the plastic rolls. This one was a paper roll. 79. Okay, 4 American, 2 nickel, 1 being rabbit.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, for the life of me, I couldn't get a quarter box together today for the battle. Just getting a...
Yeah, sometimes the banks just don't have them or won't let you have them, or
Yeah.
they're all things that you've searched already.
It seems like they're mostly ordering them in. I got word that a few of the branches ordered more. But yeah, they're mostly making their way out of the branches, as opposed to them collecting them and sending them back. Most branches I go to, quarters mostly move out, toonies and loonies mostly move out, and then the other denominations mostly move in. Because I find that all fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, it largely depends on what their customers are doing, right?
Yeah.
if there's a lot of stores of a certain kind, they may be getting a lot of certain denominations more than
Right.
others. There's other kinds of stores that have an emphasis on other kinds of denominations,
Yeah.
and then other stores entirely um, are just general. They've taken all sorts of stuff. So the Calgary Numismatic Society thinks I am a member. That's interesting. Okay, great. That's news to me. I'll have to talk to their treasurer. I know their treasurer, so I'll have to talk to him and see what he says. It wouldn't be the first time something like that's happened. I know somebody that became an executive member of another club, and it was just assumed that he was on the executive for some reason. I don't know how that happened, but he'd never actually been on the executive, and then all of a sudden he was on the executive. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks. I think now he's president of that group.
This seems like the right man for the job.
Yeah, let's just make him president.
One nickel on that one. So far, nothing. It's not like the first half. I'm confident. With the two that we went through, the rolls that were epic, 2 or 3, there's gonna be one more.
Nice.
Either that or I'm gonna make it down to the last 2 or 3 rolls and go wake up my daughter and be like, you gotta get down here. You open these 3. Oh, actually this one, okay, this is what I'm talking about, my friend. I think this one is gold.
What do we got here?
Okay.
I mean, I see a plastic roll.
Okay.
I see 1 or 2 that are a little lighter than others.
These ones, yeah. So I think that looks the older. Okay, and we got a King George Ender. But look at this one.
Nice.
This one is the one with.
And that's the one that caught my attention. It was a little bit different.
It's got the lines in it. What's that called? I'm trying to remember.
Serrations?
Yeah. No. Like it's sometimes the edges of dimes.
They're reeded edge.
Reeded,
There's-
yeah.
Yeah,
Reeded.
they're serrations.
Okay. Okay, this one I'm excited for.
So what coin would be that size with serrations? None of our 5-cent coins were.
No.
It's got to be foreign.
Yeah.
We don't have anything else domestic that size.
Oh, this is exciting. This, I can tell these ones gotta be the rest of that collection down. I just want to pull one out and see what it is.
Okay.
Oh no, it's an American. Okay, maybe it's just American.
Well, I mean, you could do worse.
It could be worse, yeah. 81. Okay, let's pull out. Let's go in order. See what it is. Maybe I'm just getting excited for nothing here. Okay, this King George. Ooh, to the Sudbury nickel. Just like the regular variety. 51 commemorative. That's actually in great shape. Oh, okay, I see what it is. That's like, oh, okay, we got a whole whack of stuff here. There's definitely a King George V here. I gotta stop looking and just go through them slow here,
Take
one
your
at a
time,
time.
go through them slow. Yep.
Okay, another American. I need the King George V, 1925 and 26 to finish my personal collection. That's what I'm really hoping for. $83 American, $75 American. That one's gotta be, oh, 83. That one's gotta be nickel. 81. Let's put that up there. 86. Okay, what is this? That's the one with the reeded edge. What is that? Whoa. 1971? I don't know where that's from. Probably goes that way. One FR. Oh, Belgique. Belgium? Belgique.
If it's Belgique, it's Belgian.
Okay, there you go. One FR.
That'll be a Frank. Yeah,
One Frank,
Frank
cool.
over there.
Okay, 1931. It's a 19.
Foreign.
Yeah, we got a foreign, but then we got a 1931 King George V. So that's another
Nice.
one in consecutive order. We need to go the other direction. That's awesome. And the rest are playing. Okay, cool. Who deposits this stuff? I love that I catch it, man. These boxes are ready to be shipped out from these branches. Some of them were even marked, like stamped, ready to go. Straight into the evil hands of the ARP. Okay. So this box has been pretty awesome. I usually get on a good box where I get a King George the 5th. I usually get 1, maybe 2. So far I've gotten 5.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
2, 4. There's 4 American. I told Fervid after the first half, I'm like, I need to go back to that branch and I need to see if they got any loose rolls of any denominations. Give me all your coins. Because what are the odds they just dropped off nickels, right? I don't know. But I talked to
who knows?
at that branch. I talked to them specifically about coin hunting, and the one girl said she does quarters sometimes, but like there's definitely no halves or dollars making it out of that branch without her permission. And she's like, if you want the dimes here, I don't search through the dimes. So I was like, okay, I guess they're safe. But apparently she doesn't do the nickels either. Okay, so 82. Good American. I had the one solid roll of American in this box, so that's why I got so much.
You got one solid roll of American?
Yeah, it was even labeled USD. My daughter opened it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
and that was not the roll with the war nickel, the silver war nickel. That one was just randomly in a roll.
That's insane.
Yeah, first time I found one. I found some older too, but that was the first time I found an actual silver American nickel. Oops. And one foreign. Okay. Another plastic roll. Mostly plastic rolls from here on out. There's 10 total, and 3 of them are paper. Maybe some more good stuff. 63.
Crossing my fingers for you.
Yeah. I haven't got like a lot of good nickel boxes or any silver in any of my silver box, or like the ones where there could be. Even I get silver in nickels, so I hope my luck will change. No, I'm just joking. 78. This one looks pretty worn out. It's only a 95 though. Pretty American. Okay, not much there. Okay. Yeah, can't complain about this box of nickels for sure, Maple. I'm really hoping I can get the 25 and 26. I know I'm asking for a lot with the King George V there, but I complete my collection.
I have a 26 Far 6,
Oh,
but
there's
it's fake.
different varieties? Oh, there's fake?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, the fakes are everything.
There's like is that like a super rare one then, I guess?
Reasonably rare. I don't
Yeah.
know what kind of numbers are on it, but I mean, I can look it up in the catalog just as easily as anybody. So why don't I do that? Oh, look at that! I flipped to the right page. So 26 near 6. It says that there's just under 1 million pieces produced for 1926 combined,
Okay.
and the near 6 in VG8 is worth $10.
Okay.
In MS64, it's 4,000. And the Far 6 in VG8, it's $200. And in
Okay.
MS64, it's 10,000.
Oh, wow. Okay. They're both pretty rare. I think there's something in this roll.
And the differences are really subtle. So the odds of finding one of those things are probably pretty slim.
Yeah. Well, you never know.
But I mean, any George 5 is worth at least $1 or $2.
Here's a older one. Was this 65? 64?
Oh, and I see another US one there.
Yeah. 64.
Oh, there's another one at the end of the roll too.
Yeah, there's I think I see a few here. There's one.
Can't complain about that.
71. I saw those edges. I thought one for sure was another King George V, but guess, yeah, I can't complain about American. Especially when there's this much. There we go. 5 more. 1 nickel. Any plans for the rest of the weekend?
A little bit of geocaching stuff in the morning tomorrow. And
Oh, cool.
Then working in the afternoon.
Nice. Geocaching is fun there.
Yeah. Have you ever done it?
When I go hiking, I'll open up like the app or whatever just to see what's out there and try to search for a couple. I found a few of them there, but I don't go actively to places for it.
Send me a message with your geocaching username.
Oh, okay.
I don't want you to out it, you know,
Yeah.
on YouTube for the entire world to spy on you, but send me a DM with your geocaching username.
Cool. I think the last time I did it was maybe when I was out last year or whatever. But yeah, I'll have to fire that over to you.
Yeah, for sure. And then, next time you're in my area or vice versa, we should get together and go find something.
Cool. Yeah, I like getting out there and exploring and all that. It's fun to do, and especially with my kids and stuff too. We were metal detecting last weekend. That was a good time.
I think you mentioned something
Yeah,
about
right
that.
before
How'd
the
that go?
stream, I think. Yeah, it was the first time we went out. So it was, I don't know, we didn't really know what to expect, but we ended up finding just some random bits of copper. So I was pretty excited
Well,
about
that's
that.
all right.
Usually the places I hunt, there's metal everywhere, so the detector's going off the entire time, but out there was like nothing. By the time you find something, you're like, oh, you're all excited.
Quick stat here, Niagara region
Yep.
is the 5th in my list of counties in Ontario for a number of geocaches that I've found.
Oh, okay.
So first is obviously my home of Waterloo region.
Yeah.
Second is Wellington County, then Brant, then Oxford, and then 5th is Niagara.
Cool.
Just a little bit ahead of Middlesex County down by London.
Is like some areas like better hotspots for geocaching, or just kind of dependent? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, southwestern Ontario is really good. We've got a very cache dense area.
Okay.
And there's a lot of high quality and diverse caches here as well. Niagara region in particular is well known for a lot of water caches, so things you need a kayak or a canoe to get up to.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there's hundreds along the Welland River. There's a bunch out by 15-mile pond, 60-mile pond, Jordan Harbor. All those kind of waterways, there's caches all up and down those things.
Yeah.
And the owners of those tend to like to recycle them every couple of years. So they'll go in there and archive them all and put out brand new ones.
Oh, that's really neat.
So that drags everybody back out there every couple of years, right?
Yeah.
So I've had a kayak since probably 2019 or something like that. And, I've been out to the Welland River on several occasions. And
oh, nice.
all those ponds and so on. So I've found 1,300, almost 1,400 caches in Niagara region alone.
Oh, wow. So you're into it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I love getting...
Total's coming up to 29,000.
Wow. That's awesome. Well, any excuse to get outside and explore is all right with me, right?
Yeah, for sure. And there's geocaches for everybody, right? If you don't like hiking, no problem. There's caches in parking lots.
Yeah.
If you love climbing trees, well, you're in luck because people put caches up in trees. All sorts of stuff. If you've got a boat and you just want to get out of the water, well, guess what? There's caches on the water for you.
That's cool. Yeah.
So, from the highly physical fit people all the way to the people in wheelchairs, there's something for everybody to do, right?
Yeah.
It's a great game that's very inclusive and available for all levels of ability and all levels of interest.
Yeah, that's cool.
And like I said, Southwestern Ontario is very lucky to be a very cache-dense area. A lot of diverse, high-quality geocaches. A lot of power trails, a lot of water trails.
Okay.
And a great community of geocachers, too. Active cache owners that generally tend to maintain their stuff, that put out a lot of caches, all that kind of stuff. So we're in a really lucky area.
Well, that's sweet.
There's lots of areas of Canada and the United States as well that don't have the density of caches that we do. In Waterloo region alone, there's over 2,000 geocaches to be found.
Wow.
There's a lot of places in the States, like even urban areas that are not boonies, that, if you have 50 caches within 20 miles of your house, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, Go ahead.
Within 20 miles of my place right now, I've probably got over 2,500 caches.
That's crazy. Yeah, every place that I go and hike to, when I check it out, there's always quite a few of them.
Yeah.
And they're always, they make you kind of, when I'm going on hikes, they make you you need a little effort to get there. Or they're well hidden, right?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, the oldest active geocache in Ontario is in Niagara County or Niagara region right now.
Oh, cool. Whereabouts is that?
Do you know where Short Hills Provincial Park is?
Yeah, I go there all the time.
Yeah, it's in there.
Oh, okay, cool. Maybe that's one of the ones I found. That's cool.
Yeah, well, like I said, DM me your username.
Yeah.
And I'll go and spy your profile a little bit.
Cool. Okay.
So yeah, that's a little window into some of the things that I do when I'm not looking at coins and banknotes and stuff.
Yeah. Treasure hunter.
There you go.
Yeah. That's where I kind of get. I feel like that's what, for me, where it all stems from. I just like to find treasure.
We all do.
Whether it be in nature or in currency or whatever, it's the thrill of the hunt, and then finding the reward is kind of what I'm after.
Yeah, I even try to get my nieces and nephew into it a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Two of them aren't really keen on it, I don't think.
Yeah.
The other two, I think there's some potential there, but they live a little bit further away and I don't see them very often, so we usually only try that maybe once a year.
Yeah. Well, it's always a good excuse to get out and explore or whatever, right? And even if you're not finding something, you're still getting out there. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that an old one that you just passed in there?
This one here?
Maybe. I was looking at your YouTube stream, so it's a little delayed.
Yeah, I had the 68 there. It might have just been a fade. Might have been a faded. Yeah, this guy there.
Yeah, probably that was the one.
Yeah, 2008. Okay, one more nickel. We got 5 more rolls. They're all plastic, so hopefully there's one more juicy one at least. It's nice to hunt some coins. It's been a while. I had a busy week this week.
Oh, what were you up to this week?
I had a lot going on with some personal stuff. I had a buddy that he lost one of his boys this week, so I was kind of helping him with the funeral and that kind of stuff. So yeah,
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, the service is tomorrow, so I actually saw him today for the first time, and he's doing much better than I would have expected for what's going on. It's actually one of my good fans and good buddies. He's always popping in the chats and stuff like that. So yeah.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. And if he happens to be listening, my condolences.
For sure, I appreciate that. So yeah, I just was focusing on that. That's kind of why I was not focusing on boxes, which is understandable, but we kind of made past the tough part on that, so hopefully we can get back to the fun things again at some point. So this one's interesting here.
I see a color difference there.
Yeah, I don't know if I should pull it out or no, I don't know if it's just it's an 80s one.
Keep the suspense going.
Yeah.
Go through it slow.
I angled it the wrong way. Oh no. Oh, that's actually really nice. What's that? 64. Wow, that's in great shape. That's like mint condition.
That's not too bad.
Ooh, I found some like really
shiny.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. So I found some mid 60s that have been in great shape. Oh, I thought it was 1990, 98.
Neglecting chat here. Oh, there's nothing interesting that's happened lately. My nephew thinks coin roll hunting is a waste of time. Well, I think your nephew is never mind about people think that.
I get split reviews on what I do. Some people think that, and some people think I shouldn't be telling other people what I do. It's kind of interesting hearing their reactions to why I do it and all that. I could care less about if you make money doing it or increasing your stack or whatever. Like I want to find the rare stuff, man. I want to have the thrill, I don't. Maybe I'm lucky with getting stuff more often than I should, but that just excitement level of finding something I don't have it's the best part. I tell all the tellers, they're like, are you selling this? Like, are you doing auction stuff? Like, no, this stuff will I'll be extremely hesitant to ever lose any of this stuff. I feel like I'm saving it,
Yeah, it's pretty neat finding stuff like that. It's always a little bit of a rush when you find something interesting.
Yeah, something you don't have, or even just how rare it is to get it, and I don't know. Okay, Nickel's doing pretty good. American's doing pretty good. Yeah, exactly. If you can just grab a few rolls. Maybe you get lucky. It seems like everyone I know gets beginner's luck and gets you hooked. And
Who even still gets a paycheck these days? I mean, use direct deposit.
yeah, instant. I don't know if
Getting
the ones.
a check is a pain in the butt. You got to keep going to the bank every
Yeah,
2 weeks. Or
sometimes
every
you
week
get the old school employer or whatever.
Sometimes it doesn't clear.
Yeah.
You gotta wait for it to clear. Ah, screw that. Use direct deposit. It's in your account the day you get paid.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing with what I'm doing for the elections, right? I'm a finance officer, so one of the things that I'm in charge of with my colleague is payroll, right? So when
Yeah.
people are working for the election, you know, we ask for and collect direct deposit information so we get paid. But every once in a while, there's somebody in there that wants to be paid by check. And I just don't understand why in this day and age you need a check for your payment.
Yeah.
You know?
Such a hassle for
maybe
everyone.
Maybe you're hypersensitive about privacy and you don't want to give your bank account information out.
Right.
Well, what am I going to do with your bank account information? First of all, I've got a security clearance with the federal government. I'm not going to be doing anything with your bank information except exactly what I should be doing with it, and that's paying you.
Yeah.
And we're not some fly-by-night organization. This is Elections Canada. It is an arm of the federal government.
Right.
So, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people just, you know, they're predisposed to just thinking everything's like a scam, you know. Especially things they don't understand.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you want to check, go for it. I don't really care. No skin off my back. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Yeah. Okay, 65. This one seems a bit older. Oh, 82. Not old enough. Okay. Now I'm just getting the average of one nickel per roll. What I'm used to.
Oh, that sucks.
I know. I had ChatGPT do like a wicked thumbnail, kind of built up the hype and everything, and it's a lie. I was like, oh man, I'm getting the whole annual set of those King George. I got one more, so you know I can't complain. That's an epic box even in itself just to get one more. I was expecting all of them though.
Yeah, wow.
Kind of ripped off.
Hey, you're not ripped off at
No,
all.
no.
You're doing just
Yeah.
fine, brother. You're doing just fine.
Getting spoiled over here. Maybe I'll get one more, you never know. This one doesn't have tape on it.
There are a lot of roll hunters who would kill to have your kind of luck.
Right? Even like Fervid was like, I've hunted so many nickel boxes, I've never seen one of those. I'm just like, I don't understand why. I've gotten them, maybe the King George V over 7 or 8 different boxes. Like it's separate dumps from separate people, a couple at a time. It sometimes seems like there's no sense. Like something like this makes more sense where I get a bunch of them, but the odd one just doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, with all the stuff that Fervid's been pulling out of his rolls lately, he doesn't have much to complain about either.
No. Yeah. We both, are doing really well. It's hard to not want to keep doing this with boxes like this.
I know, right?
Yeah. The ARP orders are, they're definitely a setback. But I gotta deposit the boxes at some point. I'm like, well, you got anything else for me? And then they do, and then it has something good, and then I'm back again. Okay, last roll.
Yeah, you gotta keep up the hunt, otherwise you're never gonna find anything. So
Yeah. I went through my first dry spell after I started, and I was like, you know what? All I need to do is just hunt way more. I'll definitely get silver if I just hunt, 4 times the amount of boxes. So I think that's kind of what led me to the situation I'm in now, where everything's been hunted by me. But it was fun while it lasted because I did get a lot.
Yeah.
$84. Yeah, this doesn't look like it's a fun roll. Just those 2 or 3. But hey. Okay.
And there you go. That's
Yeah.
what she wrote.
I definitely need to keep my daughter around when I do this again. It's like it was like a night and day. I can't believe, and she was like randomly picking the rolls out of the box too. So like it doesn't make sense that she picked all the good ones and then
I like this one, Daddy.
yeah. And when I have her hunt dimes with me, I think she gets one on every box we do, a silver.
Wow.
She was bragging about it. She was bragging about it in the stream. I found like 2, didn't I, before, Daddy? Yeah, you did. my one daughter, she's like, I went to school and her friend didn't believe her that some of the coins are made out of silver. I was like, oh, your friend needs to check out Dan rolls. It is a fact. Okay, so we got the one more there, 31. So I have all of these, but it's nice to have a second set. I think I got 4 or 5 67 rabbit nickels.
Nice.
Couple King Georges. I think the best find though is the 42 silver. That's got to be worth like $2 in melt. 2 or 3 in melt. I guess they're only 35.
Every little bit helps.
35%, right?
I'm not sure honestly.
I'm pretty sure it's only 35%. Which is crazy because I guess it's cheaper in the wartime to make them out of silver than it was nickel, and that was in the 40s, which they would have pulled silver out of nickels in the States like in the 1800s, right? Something like that, I think.
Well, there's one way to find out. That would be to search for
The
those
internet.
details.
Yeah. But I know there's only the 3 years in the war nickels they made it. Just crazy to think that, like, let's switch to silver because it's cheaper. We need the nickel for bullets and whatnot, I guess. 1921, last silver nickels Canada, yeah. I have a few of the older ones.
Yeah,
Those
Canada
ones are
is
tiny,
definitely-
tiny, right? Yeah. I found the 1905 American nickel in the last box with my daughter last weekend. I thought that was silver, but that wasn't. So I know it goes pretty far back in the States. They probably didn't make nickels for 40 or 50 years at least out of silver, and then just decided to make them for 2 or 3 years because of the war.
Well, let's see here. So we've got the Buffalo nickel, 1913 to 1938 was copper nickel.
Yep.
Then we had the Jefferson nickel, 1938 to 2003. They were copper nickel as well. Then
Yep.
we had 1942 to 1945 at 35% silver.
Yep.
And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff that doesn't matter. So yeah, it was 35% silver and 42 to 45.
But they weren't even silver before that, eh?
Copper nickel.
At least-
copper nickel.
I know barbers weren't either, and they were like I
Half
found them.
dimes, 1860 to 1873, they were 90%.
Oh, okay. So that was
And
a
it looks
while
like
back.
prior to that as well.
So it could have been
Yeah,
1873
silver,
was the
silver,
last
silver.
year.
1829 to 1837, they were 89.24% silver.
Okay.
So slightly less. Actually, no, that even goes back to 1800 to 1805. and in the late 1700s. That was a very slight upgrade from 1792, which was 89.2% silver.
Just changing the ratio a little bit.
Yeah, they're switching up just a bit there. So I guess, yeah, up until, what did I say, 1873, there were some half cents there. But even then, those were being issued at the same time as some shield nickels in 1866 and 1867.
Okay, I think I've seen those ones.
And another variant of that from 1867 to 1883. But yeah, any of the half dimes up until 1873 appear to be silver.
Okay.
According to Navista.
Okay. So yeah, there's a slight window where you get a little bit of silver action in the American nickels. If not, it's gonna be really old.
Yeah.
So I feel very grateful to have this one. That's for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's kind of my haul right there, minus the nickel and everything.
Nice.
But not bad. Not a bad box. That's got to be the best nickel box I've ever done. Maybe even a Canadian record. Not gonna lie. No. I'm sure there's some epic boxes people went through, but this is my best for sure.
Nice.
Even my daughter was like, "Yeah, we're getting silver today." I was like, "I painted my nails." So she said, "I painted my nails silver because we're gonna get silver." I was like, "There's no way." She proved me wrong. Thanks, Maybelline.
Should have painted gold.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
So you can get a little bit of a gold bust in that box there somewhere.
Oh man, could you imagine that? What is this one? Is really different. Just some like gilded.
Is this a toneback nickel? No, it's gold.
Yeah. One day.
There's gold in them there rolls.
I was telling Fervid too that like if I ever get like a full roll of silver or something like that, like something epic, I should make a promise now to like guarantee I'll do something crazy on stream or something like that.
If you get a full roll of silver, you're buying Fervid and I lunch someday.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
At least
share the wealth a little bit. Yeah, no problem with that.
It's buying us both lunch someday.
It's like getting a hole in one or something like that. You got to buy the beer, right? Yeah, no, but I should do something crazy on stream. Be funny. So
what could you do that would be
there's
crazy?
Some crazy stuff.
You do.
If you go on Twitch, you can find some crazy stuff to do in about 5 minutes watching some of those like video game content creators or something like that.
Oh god, there's plenty of crazy people out there. Plenty of crazy people.
All right, this is awesome. I love that. I might do just some more quarters because what time we got here? It's only 20 after 10. Yeah, I might do some quarters. I got, like I said, about half a box today, so I might.
Well, I think I'm probably going to leave you at this point.
Right.
I know that's very disappointing. I know. You'll get over it.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Hey.
But yeah, I'm exhausted tonight, so I think I'm probably just going to putz around for a little bit longer than after bed.
Sounds good. It was nice hanging out with you. Yeah, thanks for chatting.
Always is. All right, take care. See you later, everybody who else is still left on chat.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
For sure. Okay. Oh, hey, John. Yeah, he just left. We got a nice little chat there. Finished off the rest of the box there. I ended up getting one more King George V and bunch of other little older varieties there, so pretty epic box. Very happy. Got a few more bundles of quarters I want to get through there just to get all the loose bundles done. So I'm gonna go through that quick, see if maybe we can continue this luck into the quarters. Yeah, very happy with that box. Nickels it's always been really fun for me to hunt. I do really well on them. I feel you get a lot of the older varieties and stuff, and just a lot to look out for. So it's very entertaining as you get through. Dimes is so boring. Although I will get 1 or 2 silver a box on average, it's just you're kind of just flushing through it quick. But you got to be really attentive when you're doing nickels because there's a lot of old varieties and a lot of surprises for sure. Yeah. I don't understand the luck that I have. I watch all the big content creators and they're not finding the stuff that I do. Maybe once you start making videos, I don't know what it is, but I found the Merc in a dime box, blank planchet in a dime box. I found the 70s American nickel proof that was in great shape, and I know that what is his name? Lucky Luke. He hunts nickels all the time. He hasn't found a proof that old. What else did I find? I want to find some old American quarters. I think the only denomination of what I hunt is American quarters that I still need to find. I guess the Standing Liberty, and I don't even think I have a Silver Jefferson or anything like that. So, but other than that, I've been doing great. I never would have expected this. I probably have about a box and a half worth of nickels that I've pulled from circulation, but a silver one I thought I would have had to hunt boxes, 2 or 3 boxes worth of just purely U.S. nickels to find one. So, take it all day. 8 silver, 50 cents. Yeah, I think I was there for that box, man. That was epic. I want to do halves so bad because seeing some guys get scores like that, it's so nice. And 90%ers too. There's only a few years where they were 40, I guess, but just straight 90% halves. You're pulling 3 or 4 out of a box. 10 silver nickels in one roll too. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, man, I love seeing guys get rolls and stuff like that. It's nice to know that it's out there and guys like us who are into it are getting those stuff. Yeah, actually, since I've started streaming, I haven't really had the chance to watch him. Maybe just on the odd time. I actually watch a lot of his streams on replay, but just he streams a lot earlier. It's around 6 o'clock my time too, so I'm kind of busy with the kids around that. I catch the tail end sometimes, but yeah, I try to make it out. He does really good hunts. I try to make it out for his when I can. Lucky Luke is also on YouTube. Yep, he does. I think he's from Wisconsin or something like that, but he does hunts in the States and very similar vibes. And maybe, yeah, I'm a little bit more of a he knows his stuff. I'm kind of more easygoing and kind of winging it. I'm just gonna go grab a quick drink, but I'll be back in a minute, and then we'll keep this going with quarters. So give me a sec. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll be able to catch his stream tomorrow. He's got one going on Sunday, as long as it's not midday. But if not, usually when I'm re-rolling, if I have to re-roll, or the nights I don't have any boxes, I'm either watching a live hunter or watching replays of the hunts. $2.30, okay. That's a good time. I used to be in his chats under just Dan, but I recently switched my YouTube name. Maybe reset the counters. I don't even really care. Just gonna really look for color varieties and silver. My quarter filler. Oh, 6:30. That's better. Ugh. Okay, that's the only plastic roll. The rest are just brown cardboard rolls from I think 4 different branches maybe. I was trying to, like I said, put a box together for the battle with Fervid today, but I couldn't manage to get any, so, or at least couldn't manage to get enough. Got a bunch of boxes on order this week, so hopefully I can set one aside to battle them out. By the time I do, I'll be itching. 79. I know you want some redemption after our last battle there. I had over 30 bucks American Windsor Parking Authority box. Parking meter money. These over here. Oh. That'd be crazy. I think that's an American. $74. Oh, some of these are a little faded over here. No. Oh, what about this one though? No, 68. One American. Gotta get my magnet. That's 68. It's got the look to it, but it didn't have the sound. Oops. Wrong denomination. There we go. Test this guy. 68's the oldest though. Anything older is gonna be silver. Big Bonk. What are you doing, bud? Okay. Four rolls in, no silver yet. 68's the oldest. One American. Nice to find a nice 91. Got no Cheetos over there. He's outside. See if I can turn that off. I can. It's crazy. I didn't get any bundles from that branch in other denominations. I just got that nickel box. They obviously box it themselves. One American. 6 rolls in. The non-colorized poppy. 94. $95. Maybe I can find a proof for the first time. Proof quarter would be sweet. Big bang. Oh yeah, you won those, eh? Yeah, he scored big on those boxes, he did. Thanks, Maple. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, could always go for another silver quarter. Got about 24 rolls left here. Not expecting much out of these quarters, but you never know. After that, probably take the rest of the night off, kind of go through these nickels that we got. And then I still got a box of dimes to hunt. Maybe I might do that tomorrow at some point. Plenty of boxes coming, well, potentially. I know that they are ordered in, so it's hit or miss with the ordered in boxes. Been going through ARP stretches, but if they're not ARP, I can get some boxes midweek and have a bunch to hunt, so we'll see how that goes. $84. Nothing? Probably bring this a little closer. There we go. Can't believe these nickel boxes I've been getting. And this branch specifically I've been getting, I got this box from. It was nice. It's always been the same teller. I think it's a new guy. And we hit it off right off the bat. It was like one of his first days. And I hit him with, I think, his first token of gratitude. And then today when I went to go pick up the boxes, he went to go check to see, and he's like, yeah, all of the boxes back there are yours, dude. Except for this one nickel box. So I was like, thanks for checking for me, man. And I gave him another token of gratitude, which I'm glad I did, because I'm gonna be excited to tell him about this box for sure. It's like, bro, and I know they gave me a transit box that had 2 silver and 1 roll the last time I was there. It's the same guy. So I'm gonna have to tell him next time I see him that, man, even when you don't give me boxes where I'm not hoping for silver, I still get silver. Yeah, I find even good branches that have a good reputation at, they're still bad tellers. But I've also have good tellers at branches where I have a bad rep at. So I've kind of cracked them a little bit, but it's every time I go in, it's hit or miss with who you get and the mood they're in sometimes too. Some people have always been good to me. Some people are never good to me. Some, even to the point where like I'll finally get a good teller, and beside them I'll be like, "Oh, that's man, I thought you guys didn't do that type of stuff. Oh, I'm so grateful," type of deal, right? Kind of within earshot. But yeah, it's definitely a social interaction type of situation, scenario, game, or whatever you want to call it. It's how well you can sell what you're doing. I had an extra quarter in this one. One of the branches I went in today, I walked in and the first teller recognized me. "Dan, how's it going? Oh, are you here to see another teller? Because usually you're here to see her. She has something for you." I was like, "No, man. Well, did she say there's something for me? But I'm just here to see you guys, see what you got." And then he's like, "Well, I'm gonna go check and see what you got." But then, sure enough, the teller I'm really familiar with, she came and she showed me all the coins and all the ones that were mine and marked by me. She said they have some coming in, so at least I had a lead on when they come in. This is mint. 2015 commemorative Canadian flag. But yeah, it's nice to have the interactions like that. They're happy to see you. They deal with a lot of crap all the time, and it's just nice having positive interactions every once in a while. And some people go above and beyond to help me. I'm like super grateful with some of the tellers will sort through and try to give me rolls that aren't marked and stuff like that. And I know I have competitors, and I don't know if you heard earlier, but the one teller today said someone else came in looking for coins to search through, and I hope it's not one of you guys, but she like defended my turf. So I don't know. I'm just trying to be a nice guy. Well, I don't know. I hate being the bad guy. Sometimes you got to be the bad guy to give yourself a good advantage in this. But I think there's a way you can do it, and the smart tellers who appreciate you're trying to do it in a way that you're not the bad guy, there's still, might not be the best strategy, but there's still ways where you can get ahead. I might have exhausted those ways myself. At least they can't supply me with the coins that I like to go through, but I mean, I have, I think, advantages in some situations that other people don't have, right? Even if they might search more than me or have better relations than me, right? You never know. I'm very speculative when it comes to all this type of stuff and the strategy involved in that. Probably shouldn't think about it as much as I do, but it's fun. Very competitive. Kind of find it fun that there's other guys that are trying to go to the same branches as me and do the same thing as me. I know for sure there's some other branches that it's definitely not my turf, and that's been explained to me that they usually only help out someone that's not me, which I respect that. Guys marked his territory. playing the game. Oh, for sure. Donuts and, yeah. Whatever you can do, I just think you need to make an impact where you make yourself memorable. I can tell a lot of these people, they never get any appreciation. And they're dealing with like a lot of shady stuff all the time. I'm like a lot of people are just trying to scam into other people's accounts, it seems like. And I spent a lot of time at these branches, and they gotta deal with a lot of crap. I don't know if these are hunted or not, but just so far there hasn't been much. Just the one American. Got a few different bundles from different branches, so you never know. Good thing that these aren't the battle coins. I would not be doing well. Yeah, I even like to bring in... I try to remember the coins I found in which boxes. And not like it matters, but sometimes it's nice just bringing in the stuff you found, because a lot of the tellers are interested to see what you got and how stoked you are. I'm not even afraid to solicit my YouTube, because I feel that's the best kind of sell on someone trying to help you out. They just need to see like my reaction when I find something, man. That's as genuine as it can get. If you want to make someone happy, like, check out this clip where I went through a roll of coins you gave me, which, you know, is no extra work to you. It's your kind of what you do for everyone, but, you know, look what it did to my day. I know that they don't have to help you out like that, so everything for me is they're going above and beyond, and if it can lead to, you know, a good find or two, like, everybody wins, especially if they're trying to help you out. There's an 82. Oh, is that an American? We got two. Oklahoma. Couple Laura C chords in here. Oh, that's funny. Do you see his rolls a lot, John, or? I've seen through Cad Roll Hunter and Brent, who I was just talking to. They've both seen Fervid's rolls. I haven't seen Fervid's rolls yet, but I don't know how close you guys got to be to one another before you're kind of imposing on each other's territory. That's funny. That one's a little bit faded there. I didn't hear anything. I definitely compete with that's an 80? Oh. Sandblasted. I definitely compete with someone in the BMO system near me. It's a small bust. First 73. Okay, we're down to 15 more rolls. We're halfway through. 2 American. Not the same type of vibes with the quarters as I had with the nickels. That's alright. At least they're not ARP. Okay. Oh, another American? Let's get an American silver quarter. I said I didn't have one. That'd be crazy. I really want one. What years are these? What's up, Bing Bonk? 2015. Oh, what's up? Are you lucky, bud? 2016. You're not that lucky. What are you doing? You wanna come sit over here? Huh? Oh, you want the elastic or what? Hey, come over here. Come here. What's up? I got 13 more rolls, then we could snuggle, okay, buddy? Huh? You wanna snuggle? You wanna snuggle with your papa? Huh? Come over here. Oh! Look at this guy. No, you can't go over there. Are you gonna sit right here? Or are you gonna go lay in your bed, huh? Hey? Huh? What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Getting fur everywhere. Oh, holy moly. Better not go on my wine. Okay, Binky. Let's finish this up. Not a snuggler. Too much. Still kitten. He likes his bed behind me, though. Another American. Banished from going upstairs. Right now my wife has our newborn in the bassinet beside the bed, and she has to sleep with the door open to hear the other kids if there's any issues. So cat's allowed upstairs, he runs right to their bedroom and jumps in the bassinet, so he's stuck down here with me. There, he's up there now, so can turn this back on. Ooh, nice. Yeah, we got 2 cats. The other guy, he's really chill. He's older. I think he's around 14 as well, but we always have 2, and this guy's kind of the replacement for a kitty we lost a few years ago. So we always like to rotate a couple cats. This guy's oh, he's gone already. Where'd you go? Hey, psst, get out of there. Get out of there. Hey, he's gonna eat my tomato plants. You get out of there, buddy. Hey, get out of there. Yeah, he knows he's in trouble. He wants to eat my tomato plants. Good thing I got that little camera on him. Sure he's not up to no good. Better not be going back there. He's looking at. Hey! Oh, he's in the mood now. Buddy. Hey. You get out of there. You're being bad. Oh, he's being bad now. He knows he's in trouble. Oh, there we got a color. Gotta keep my eye on him. Yeah, he's got angry tail. He's bad. I know. I'm so worried. I thought I had my plants in a spot where it's all my seedlings for the garden this summer, and he's been chewing my daughters. They planted some like watermelon plants and stuff at school. He's been chewing that, and definitely the reason why all of our stuff is getting destroyed. Yeah, he's alright now. That one had an extra quarter, which was nice. 11 more rolls. Come on. You can get some silver in here. The last bundle I have is, I think, is from a different branch. You never know. $74, $75. Extra quarter in this one. I will take the extra quarters. I think I'm up 3 quarters in this or these bundles. The upside to counting is when the box is heavy, you get the extra. But I've gotten even, which it's kind of pissed me off too. I've gotten the last ARP boxes because I had nothing to hunt this week, so I went through a bunch of the ARP boxes for fun, and there was still all the foreigns, you know, that are obviously less valuable than the coins that are in circulation, like the Bermuda, Bahamas type of deals. But at the same time too, is a lot of the rolls were fucking short. Like by 2 coins, I weighed them all before I hunted them. That's how I found the foreigns. But probably about 20% of the rolls were short by a coin or 2. It was kind of bullshit. Yeah. It's evident that ARP does not filter those out. I know for a fact now. So they're pulling American. They're pulling obviously the silver and stuff, but those are staying in. So those are just going to be at a higher and higher percentage, unless guys like us are pulling it out. But we're not going through coins at the rate ARP is. Honestly, at the percentages I'm going through for boxes, I know that they make about $8 million a year profit running the program. They must have to search through a fuck ton of boxes to justify that program with the rate that's in circulation. Yeah, Philippines and Dubai. I get a lot of Dubai. Whatever that coin is, that's the same size as quarters. I know that the mint, the Canadian mint, makes coins. I'm pretty sure it's for 80 countries internationally, or something crazy like that. So it wouldn't surprise me if they use a lot of the same planchets for a few of the denomination types and stuff, and that would make sense why they don't get set off in the ARP searches. It'd be essentially the same metallic content and stuff. So if they're not doing like any type of visual recognition, which I don't think they would be doing, then they would pass through, which makes sense. Yeah, Dubai. I've gotten tons of them. 71. John actually won a contest as well when I was on Nick's stream last weekend. He had a contest for a silver quarter, so I got that during the week as well. It's nice to get kind of little bonuses and prizes and stuff like that in this community. One day I'll have to dish out some of all this cool stuff I've found, because I don't know, the community has been very supportive and all that kind of stuff, and it's fun having little contests like that. Keeps the viewers engaged and whatever. So got a lot of this little stuff I've been finding that, you know, it's no value to me what I paid for the investment. So once I get a bit more viewers and stuff, we'll be doing the contests and stuff here. If I keep this going, should be fun. A lot of the tellers, they'll reach out with some notes and stuff. I know Fervid's been giving out some, and it's a good idea to keep them for just that purpose. So I'm excited to kind of grow the channel and do these hunts and hang out with everyone. It's been a blast, and everyone, like I said, has been very supportive, and I appreciate everyone kind of hanging out, and kind of doing this with other people has made it even more enjoyable than the initial hunts were in the first place. So the battles I do with Fervid, they're a blast, and I almost have more fun just kind of going head to head with him than, you know, what we get in the boxes at the end of the day. Doesn't matter if we win or lose. I just want one of us to find silver, man, or both. We only both found silver a couple times, and those are the best nights. The oldest Canadian quarter I've ever found was a 1911, and I've only determined that the date was worn off, but I guess that's the godless year, where they didn't mention, I guess, the queen for, I don't know how it works, but it's the godless year, so I was able to determine it through that. Oh, look at, speak of the devil, what's this? Ghana. Is that Ghana? But yeah, I don't understand how I got that in a roll, because it wasn't a collection. Oh, here's another one here. What is this? Another Ghana. Okay, that's kind of cool. But yeah, I think maybe I know the teller, or my wife knows the teller personally. They were colleagues together. So I'm half convinced she planted it in the roll for me. I found the 1911, a 1940, and another silver quarter, and it wasn't even in a box worth. It was just kind of some hand bomb rolls she had laying around. So I don't know. Maybe I just got that lucky, but I did find that, which I thought was crazy that you can find something that old. It stood out. Like, most people would think it's just like a bare piece of metal or something like that. $1930, yeah. I might have found a couple more, maybe one more that was a King George V, but I'm pretty sure. No, maybe the 1911 is the first year of King George V, and then before that is King. Who am I thinking? There's another king in there. I know there's another king in there before Queen Victoria. Oh. I thought I put those back. Edward. 1910 through 1902 is Edward, maybe? Is that what I'm thinking? I'm not sure. What are you doing, bud? Are you eating my tomatoes? Oh, that cat's having a time up there. Oh, he's going for it. Hey! You better not be eating those tomatoes. I think he is a bit. Hey! You're getting banned. Get over here. You're bad. Okay, I don't gotta worry about that guy anymore. Okay, 2 from Ghana. I haven't had a coin from Ghana yet. That's pretty cool. Six more. That bastard cat. Yeah, the oldest dime that I found, I think, was the Merc 1920. Canadian, I think, was 1936. I found one. For dimes with my daughter there, the 1905. But for Canadian, for nickels, it's the one I found tonight. No, actually, sorry, I found a 1922 for nickels. But it was very close tonight. I found one I didn't have for my annual set for nickels, which was 1958. So I would assume that's a bit more rare. Seems like it's in pretty good shape, too. Oldest nickel, 1929, okay. Oldest dime, 1913, that's pretty cool. How long have you been hunting for? And how much do you think you've kind of went through at this point? $75. Oh, okay. What, a box a month? Okay. Yeah, I might have hunted a little bit more than you just because I've been going hard. I've only been hunting for maybe about 3 months now. But maybe that averages out to about the same amount or so. I think like there was a week where I hunted like close to like 16 boxes or something like that. I went hard. Initially when I started, I don't think there's anyone in my area that does it. So initially when I started, boxes were easy, and I convinced a lot of banks to order for me, and the orders weren't ARP. So I had a good amount of a ton of different places to get boxes and stuff from, but now it's harder to source the boxes. I don't know if I need to just kind of slow it down or branch out a little bit more. I think if I just kind of slow my pace down per branch, then I don't really have to have unsuccessful pickups and drop-off attempts, I guess. Now I'm kind of weeding through branches trying to find coin, but I think if I get a system established, I can kind of go at the same pace with the same amount of visits per branch. I just need to get the system down and then hope there's not a lot of competitors kind of going after the same thing I am. I think dimes and nickels it's easier to come by, but quarters it's pretty competitive. Even like this. Okay, what does this one say? I was gonna say this one was marked, but what does that say? Something 25. Is this short? What's going on with this one? I was gonna say I get some quarters that are pen marked, and then some are marked on the top just like me. There's another 68, not silver. It would be crazy if I can pull one out of my arse in the last couple rolls here. Can't be upset with finding one in the nickels though. That's almost, the rarity of that is almost worth not finding another one, but you always want to find more. Hey BH Ringer. I got just 3 more quarter rolls to do, and then I'm due for some sleep myself here. I haven't had much this week, so usually I can go a little later, but had a really good box I did in our stream earlier with my daughter. We went through half of the box. It's very similar to the box I did last week with my other daughter. A bit of a collection dump. Actually, I think this one was better. And then I streamed again tonight to finish that box off. The second half wasn't as good, but just got a bit of quarters here that I'm going through before I go to bed. So hoping to get another silver. Did get a silver quarter or silver nickel in my Canadian nickel hunt search, which has got to be some type of special achievement or something. and I won't get any credit for it. My daughter immediately was, well, no, I found that, Daddy. So yeah, she did. She got better luck than me. I think she's almost a silver every box, that kid. Even when I said, no, honey, she painted her nails silver as a good omen, so it can match the silver she finds. I was like, no, you're not finding silver. We're hunting nickels. She proved me wrong. My 5-year-old proved me wrong. Yeah. It was 42, actually. 42 San Francisco. Nickel Guru, yeah, hey? The other nickels I found, I don't know if you know much about Canadian nickels, but I found in sequence King George V 27 through 31. We got every one. As well as a few King George VI nickels. And like 5 rabbit nickels of some very good condition. Like I'm looking at these ones here. The 64 and 65 are both like AU. It's definitely a little bit of a dump there, but this is the I'll throw it under the scope there. This is my pride and joy from tonight. That was the 42. Never thought I would find an American silver nickel. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I got some other type of luck when it comes to coins. I don't have luck with any other thing that I do. I find I'm a very unlucky guy. I have to earn a lot of stuff, but it just seems for some reason coins, like if I got a box that hasn't been searched, like I'm getting something good. And I can't complain. Most 67s are in good shape. Yeah, all of the rabbit nickels I got are in good shape. 64 and 65. These are the ones that I got that I'm really impressed with. 65s I get they're always pretty good too. But like, or no, sorry, this is 64 here. And like, look at the detail in her hair and stuff. It's very nice. What's this one here? 60. And still, the details there. This one has a couple more scratches. But they're both very nice looking nickels for sure. Yeah. I don't think a lot of, from what I understand, I don't think a lot of people have found the things that I've been managing to find. So I will thank the coin gods or whoever's looking out. I do get a lot of ARP boxes on the stuff I ordered. I haven't been hunting since last weekend because I was expecting some pretty good pickups this week, and every box I got was ARP. So it's kind of been an ebb and flow, but the boxes I get that aren't ARP have been awesome. The 65 is BU. Yeah, honestly, man, looking at it from this angle, it's got like a mirror finish, man. Hey, Pop Prince. How's it going? Just finishing up a little bit of a loose quarter bundle addition to my epic nickel box I did here. Best nickel box I've done. I wouldn't say by far. Last weekend, for some reason, two boxes in a row I have had a bit of a collection dump in it. But this one was the best one. Finding silver in Canada and in a nickel box is something most veteran coin hunters, I assume, don't do. So BH Ringer admitted he hasn't. And I don't know how much do you hunt there, BH Ringer? I didn't even believe that it was silver when we found it. It doesn't like sound anything like, and I'm sure 80% composition to 35 makes a huge difference, but I even did the ping test and you don't hear it with those. It did sound different than the other American nickels though, so that's kind of when I got really suspicious and very hopeful. But yeah, that's awesome. A box of nickels a week or more, wow. Yeah, I got a horseshoe up my ass for sure. I had, in this box total, it was the silver nickel, the 5 King George the 5th, 5 rabbit nickels. I see 3 or 4 King George nickels there. This one's in really good shape. It's the Sudbury commemorative. What is that? 52, 51, 51. I found a few of these now. That one's in really good shape. Yeah, it was a really good box. Best nickel box ever for me. I've hunted a bunch. Probably about 20 or 30 by now. But I think I've done really well with them. They're my favorite to hunt for sure. Now I can say I've gotten silver out of a nickel box too. Not me. I won't be able to take the credit for this. My daughter will be watching this and she'll say, "Daddy, I found that." So I gotta give her the credit. But we're a team. 1964 double die reverse Lincoln cent. Ooh, I'll have to check that out. I love how everyone's having a good time hunting their own thing and all that. I find there's like certain denomination types I don't touch at branches where they're surprised I don't take them, right? I try to get pennies. It's hard to get pennies in Canada. When I do find them, I have a great time. It's the same as hunting nickels. You get all the old varieties because no one's pulling out the precious metals. Even though I do take as much pure nickels that I can. I have probably about a box worth from hunting for about 3 months now. So it's accumulating. I'll probably burden my family, my descendants with it one day. I don't think I'm ever going to dispose of it, but I'll definitely pile it on. It's fun finding all that and, you know, building up a little stash. Alright, so to recap, the quarters didn't add much. We got 6 American, a couple 68s that were nothing impressive, a couple coins from Ghana that were hiding in the same roll. Someone tried to get away with it. It's not going to fly here. And then epic nickel hunt. The regular strike 51 has a high relief variety and a commemorative half moon arrow. I found the half moon. I don't know if I've searched through the 2 or 3 I have actually found to see if there's a high relief. I wouldn't know how to spot it. But the one that I did find was in very good condition. It had some significantly high edges on it. Where is it here? This guy? Yeah, I did find a half moon. This one is not one. But this one is in great shape. I feel like you usually find these mostly in better condition because people were holding on to these guys too. Yeah. These were all the George V I found there. 5 in one box. I thought for sure I labeled the stream the second half. I thought I was gonna get them all. I only found one more. I still need I guess there's 2 varieties of 26, which Brent said, so I still need the 26 varieties and 27 to complete my annual set. So these are nothing new to me, but Kind of shameful. I ended up purchasing these ones for $1 or $2 each to fill my collection out. I would have never thought I would have found them, but I guess I did. So maybe I'll swap them out just to say that I found these ones. So plus all the bonus stuff. It was a great hunt tonight. Glad to be back on it. I got a dime box. I'll do maybe tomorrow night if anyone wants to join in. It was all bundles, but it was a box worth, so maybe there'll be some silver in that, but it's pretty quick to go through, so. But other than that, I'm going to wrap it up. It was nice hanging out with everyone. Hopefully you have all good luck on your hunts too, if you guys are hunting. And feel free to come back anytime. This is a good time. Thanks, John. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, and we'll do it again. Hoping to get, like I said, more boxes this week, so. Fingers crossed they aren't ARP, those bastards. I hate ARP. I gotta stop marking my boxes ARP. I think it's taunting them a little too much and the karmas came back to me, so. Gotta be humble. You guys have a good night, and let's do it again. Take it easy.